get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Second and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Hey, check mark 33. Check mark 33. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
To throw, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Play action. It's Jackson. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And this down-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another. Ball up to the 35 now as they cut in 10. This is McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. No gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Jackson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
7-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Coleman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Good. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And the Bills will move the chains.
At the 43-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got Watkins on the out route. They'll contain him to just down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
3-0 after one on EA.
Panthers 3, Bills nothing.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken
just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And Joseph Charlton and the punt team on now for the Panthers. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays pays off. They get the first. A big first down on the fake punt. What a call. 16 yards. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On the ground, McCaffrey. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Again, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And it is up.
Kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Bills 3. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Allen to throw once more. Coleman has it here right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Don't get nervous. Mike's 42, Mike's 42. All day, all day. 56, 56.
To throw again on second down. Allen throwing the out route incomplete. That's Watkins. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now Allen again. That is caught at the 7. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down. And again, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before they started this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's Jackson. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. On the ground, McCaffrey. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. From the gun, Jackson taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Go. Check 31. I got motion. 52.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like, you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check Mike 33. Get in the weight room. Mike, check 33. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Hey, home.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. The Bills send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. On the return following a punt of 41. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Phillips. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Wilson made the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Allen. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Coleman gets the pitch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
13.
You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again, rolling to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And out. It's 4th down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Throwing now is Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Stephon Diggs. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Taken down at the 30.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
52's the mark, boys. 52.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Rush in. Rush in. Middle. Check.
They go right back to Singletary. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
You. 552.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Allen to throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Allen and Knox teaming up there for a Buffalo first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
8-yard line.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check.
On the draw play, Coleman. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Pass on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Bills 20, Panthers 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring. They'll take it from there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
10.
work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
14. First down, Carolina.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Eluding the pressure right. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play, and it'll move the chains. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Buffalo, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.